Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Scott, Calhoun County Administrator Controller, and joining me are our court administrators, Chris Getting from Circuit and Probate Court and Kate Ambrose from District Court.
Hello, everyone.
We're filming this video today just as a refresher for how our county's COVID-19 preparedness plan should have been shared with you previously, how those impact you. And we want you to know that these plans and the new policies that came with them are really important still, and especially now that we've re-engaged our county and court employees, and we're increasing access to our buildings for the public. So we want you to know that your health and safety remains our main focus. So this short video is designed just to be another form of education that we hope will help you do the best you can with the precautions that we've taken within your work environment.
We know you've probably heard a lot about these things in the past few months. We've sent a lot of communication out about the changes that are happening and where to find more information. This should feel redundant to you, but bear with us because we want to make sure that everyone is on the same page during this unusual time.
A lot has changed already. Up until recently, buildings were closed to the public entirely. We expect limited public access to the Justice Center under our current Phase 2 and subsequent phases of the court's reopening plans. As much as possible, we are holding meetings and hearings via video and teleconferencing.
Yeah, that plan is also true countywide. So with our region's current status as being in Phase 4, according to the governor's My Safe Start reopening plans, employees are still encouraged to work from home when possible, and especially our vulnerable individuals who are age 65 or over or have underlying medical conditions. Please talk with your supervisor about remote work if you are concerned.
Many of our employees are already reporting in person, and we have even more coming back very soon. So in this video, we're going to cover what we ask employees to do during COVID-19 and what we plan to do to keep everyone safe as we move forward.
Good hygiene is crucial to making sure we limit the spread of COVID-19. Here are some tips you may have already heard, but we'll go through them again from the CDC. Wash your hands with soap and water or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer, like this one that the county has passed out to employees, especially after you've been touching frequently used items or services, like our network Xerox machines. Avoid touching your face, sneeze or cough into a tissue or the inside of your elbow. Frequently disinfect used items and surfaces. Use face coverings while in public. Employees should not share space or equipment. If this is not possible, then wash your hands with soap and water before and after using shared equipment. Clean and sanitize the equipment between uses.
Whenever you're in your office or your workspace alone, like I am now, you don't need to wear a face covering. But when you're in any of the hallways or you're moving from one place to another, please maintain social distancing, which is at least 6 feet apart, and wear a face covering. Only one person at a time should enter or occupy any common areas like coffee rooms, break rooms, or restrooms. If a coworker has to enter an office space or work area where there's another worker, both employees should be wearing a face covering.
We want to make it easy for everyone to follow these guidelines here at work and also when you're out and about in the community. So we have committed to providing all appropriate personal protection equipment for our employees. By now, you should have received at least one cloth face covering, which can be rewashed and should be rewashed. We also have provided each office with face shields, disposable masks, and any other items depending on the risk level of everyone's jobs. I do recommend spending time on the CDC website to learn about the proper ways to put on and take off face coverings and PPE. Because using it correctly is really the only way that it will help you and others that you come close to. But here are the basics. As Kate mentioned, wash your hands frequently, but especially before putting on any of your protective equipment. For face coverings, make sure that it's covering your nose and mouth and secure it under your chin. And try to fit it snugly against the sides of your face. And after wearing the protective equipment in public, remove it without touching the fabric of the mask. And be careful not to touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth when removing. And then wash your hands again. So really that's the basics of the face covering.
We're changing our physical workspaces as well. As much as possible, we've ensured that no one will work within 6 feet of another, and staff who works with the public most likely have sneeze guards or plexiglass between them and the public. We've amped up our cleaning contracts in the Justice Center, and there is hand sanitizer throughout the building.
And those changes have also been made in our other buildings, the Toller Building in Battle Creek, County Building in Marshall, Road Department in Marshall. If you do have any concerns about the safety of your workplace conditions, please let our designated COVID-19 workplace coordinator know. And that person is our HR director, Kim Archambault. And she should be able to answer any questions that you have or address any changes that might need to be made as we continue to learn more about this virus.
So we want to address what you should be doing if you do feel sick. This is when you need to remember this training because it becomes especially critical. If you feel sick, please stay home. Employees who are reporting to work in person to the courts are probably already familiar with the self-screening app that we launched a few weeks ago. This app is meant to bring some attention to your current health situation and assess whether or not it is safe for you to come to work. If you are showing any signs of COVID-19, please stay home and contact your supervisor.
And whether you're using the mobile app or a paper form, these should be available for all county employees now, and we are still requiring everyone to complete these forms or fill out and submit the app every day before you come to work. If you have symptoms, communicate that with your supervisor, and then please contact your healthcare provider. So here are the symptoms of COVID-19 to be especially cautious of. These protocols are not just for employees. So as visitors are coming into our buildings and offices, they too must wear masks, and in some cases, they will be screened for COVID-19 symptoms as well.
The guidelines are fairly simple, but they're the surest way for us to maintain the health of our community and our workplace. What else do you need to know? Non-essential travel at work has been suspended right now, and all meetings should be held via teleconference. We are working closely with the Public Health Department through the 4 phases in the court's return to full capacity plan. Those phases are outlined if you want to look them up on the Michigan Supreme Court's website. We are also working closely with the county administration and other offices in the Justice Center to make sure that we are all on the same page as we move forward.
Information about these changes to our facilities and to our operations can be found on the county's website under our Safe Start button, which is right linked to the homepage. The public can find information there also for setting up appointments, which a lot of offices are still requiring at this time. And the website also has information for you as employees that reminds us all which phase we're in and what that means to county operations. And then our complete COVID-19 preparedness and response plan that I mentioned at the beginning. This video is also available on the website, will be updated as needed, and it applies to all departments within the county and the courts.
We hope this video is helpful and helps you feel comfortable about coming back to work. We are absolutely committed to keeping employees in the loop about what's going on during this time, while we too try to keep up with different expectations from the Michigan Supreme Court and Governor's Office.
So in closing, I am very grateful for the knowledge and the expertise provided by our local public health department. And that has really helped us put the best plans in place that we can to keep employees and the public safe and healthy in our buildings. These plans can only be effective, however, when we all do our part. So to that end, please continue to wear your face coverings in common areas within the county buildings and maintain 6 feet of distance as much as possible. If you feel sick or show signs of COVID-19, stay home and call your supervisor, and we will continue to get through this together. I look forward to the day when we can celebrate the end of this pandemic.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.